Now, an historic Dorset regiment whose men fought in the First World War will finally be remembered on the Somme. A memorial built of Portland stone is now in place in France, and next month about 150 people are expected at a special service of dedication. They will include comrades of the Dorsetshire Regiment, and our reporter Simon Clemerson has been talking to some of the families who are travelling out to the Western Front.
Out in the same Dorset countryside as his father, Alan Brown practices the same trade, both hurdle makers and in their time both members of the Dorsetshire Regiment. In 1914 the infantrymen left the local railway station at Wool destined for war. While Alan served later in the 50s in Germany, Arthur fought in Mesopotamia and India from 1914 to 1918 and survived.
There needs to be a memorial to remind people that they were fighting and they were only youngsters at the time, and somewhere, because there's so many were killed in these places far off, it's nice to have somewhere to centre on, I think.
On the first day of the Battle of the Somme, Britain suffered its largest single loss. About 450 Dorsets were among the 60,000 dead or wounded that day alone. Now they are remembered. While there are memorials to other soldiers and divisions here in France, the Dorsetshire Regiment has been missing. As human links to history pass, families have been keen to ensure each part played in the war is not forgotten. The monument is in the village where the Dorsets crossed the front line on the 1st of July 1916.
There was a perceived requirement for such a memorial from indeed relatives, and the South Wilts and Dorset branch of the Western Front Association, which is a national organisation, saw that there was no memorial to the Dorset soldier in France for the First World War. And as it was the greatest war in British military history, they thought that it was appropriate that they should now erect a memorial.
The Portland stone used was carved at Bockhampton near Dorchester, a local material crafted by a local company in honour of local servicemen. There are many memorials, but at the scene of the Great Battle, of the Great War, where other infantrymen are remembered, the Dorsetshires, once based here, are not. But on May the 7th, all that will change, and relatives of those who fought will be there in France for a service of dedication. Simon Clemerson, BBC South Today, Dorchester.